Forgive your enemies, but never forget their names. Keep your face to the sun, and you will never see the shadows. The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart. The world will ask you who you are, and if you do not know, the world will tell you. Respect was invented to cover the empty place where love should be. It is easier to forgive an enemy than to forgive a friend. Plans are worthless, but planning is everything. The supreme quality of leadership is integrity. A great person attracts great people and knows how to hold them together. Fears are nothing more than a state of mind. The first reaction to truth is hatred. Life is either a daring adventure or nothing. Never bend your head, always hold it high. Look the world straight in the eye. If there is a fear of falling, the only safety consists in deliberately jumping. A day without laughter is a day wasted. The first duty of a man is to think for himself. Close the window that hurts you, no matter how beautiful the view is. Don't waste your time with explanations. People only hear what they want to hear. To think too much is a disease. Every word has consequences, every silence too. Man suffers only because he takes seriously what the gods made for fun. The paradise of the rich is made out of the hell of the poor. Your energy introduces you before you even speak. When you come to a point where you have no need to impress anybody, your freedom will begin. The only impossible journey is the one you never begin. A people that values its privileges above its principles soon loses both. He who angers you conquers you. Always laugh when you can. It is cheap medicine. Life without liberty is like a body without spirit. To truly laugh, you must be able to take your pain and play with it. Look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better. When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. If you hate a person, you hate something in him that is part of yourself. What isn't part of ourselves doesn't disturb us. Never give a right place to a wrong person in your life. Pain is part of life. Suffering is an option. Don't be afraid to walk away from things, places, and people that leave your soul heavy. You learn nothing from life if you think you are right all the time. Weakness of attitude becomes weakness of character. Inside every cynical person, there is a disappointed idealist. Friends show their love in times of trouble, not in happiness. The strongest man in the world is he who stands most alone. Knowledge is of no value unless you put it into practice. Educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. External things are not the problem. It's your assessment of them. The more we value things outside our control, the less control we have. The only thing worse than being blind is having sight but no vision. Life is difficult because we don't appreciate the things that come easily. Character is revealed when pressure is applied. As you get older, you look at things differently. Listen to many, speak to a few. Forgiveness is the final form of love. A man is not finished when he is defeated. He is finished when he quits. We choose our joys and sorrows long before we experience them. Only the wisest and stupidest of men never change. Silence is a source of great strength. Don't be too humble. Don't be too rude. Just treat people according to their attitude. Each morning, we are born again. What we do today is what matters most. There is much pleasure to be gained from useless knowledge. Don't borrow anything you can't afford to replace. Let them be wrong about you. There is nothing to prove. You only have control over 3 things in your life: the thoughts you think, the images you visualize, and the actions you take. Smart people learn from everything and everyone. Average people from their experiences. Stupid people already have all the answers. Integrity is the most valuable and respected quality of leadership. Always keep your word. Wisdom begins in wonder. The walls we build around us to keep sadness out also keeps out the joy. Question everything. Learn something. Answer nothing. Never contract friendship with a man that is not better than thyself. A real friend is one who walks in when the rest of the world walks out. Silence is a true friend who never betrays. People are not disturbed by things, but by the view they take of them. Walking with a friend in the dark is better than walking alone in the light. We all have time. Priorities play a role. Accept the things you cannot change and change the things you cannot accept. The price of greatness is responsibility. Optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence. Alone, we can do so little. Together, we can do so much. No smile is as beautiful as the one that struggles through tears. We could never learn to be brave and patient if there were only joy in the world. Better to be without logic than without feeling. If you live long enough, you'll see that every victory turns into a defeat. It is better to fail in originality than to succeed in imitation. All good things which exist are the fruits of originality. The value of an idea lies in the using of it. A man who dares to waste 1 hour of time has not discovered the value of life. The first sign of a settled mind is that it can stay in one place and spend time with itself. Half of the troubles of this life can be traced to saying yes too quickly and not saying no soon enough. Of all the liars in the world, the worst are our own fears. However long the day, the evening will come. The beautiful thing about today is that you get the choice to make it better than yesterday. Everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. Every man is guilty of all the good he did not do. Know how to listen, and you will profit even from those who talk badly. The meaning of life is to give life meaning. Feel the fear and do it anyway. A slave is one who waits for someone to come and free him. No man can take from me the honor I have won in battle. Nothing happens to anyone that he can't endure. He who laughs at himself never runs out of things to laugh out. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. Think for yourself, or others will think for you without thinking of you. The evil that is in the world always comes of ignorance. Be bad, but at least don't be a liar, a deceiver. Courage is knowing what not to fear. When you understand everything, you can forgive everything. If the truth shall kill them, let them die. All All war is a symptom of man's failure as a thinking animal. The noblest pleasure is the joy of understanding. A happy life consists not in the absence, but in the mastery of hardships. An intellectual is a man who takes more words than necessary to tell more than he knows. Success is not how high you have climbed, but how you make a positive difference to the world. A leader is a dealer in hope. The soul is healed by being with children. There is much pleasure to be gained from useless knowledge. There is no coming to consciousness without pain. He knows nothing, and he thinks he knows everything. That points clearly to a political career. There is nothing permanent except change.